Hi, everyone. I'm a little bit early, so I'm just going to sit here and wait, and we're going to have some chitty chat, some talk. I hope you all are doing great. Happy Tuesday. It is a great Tuesday because, we're here. I woke up. I'm excited. It's going to wait a little bit, and I'm going to keep on doing what I'm doing, which is sampling. I had this great idea. Hey, Water Pickles. How you doing today? Tuesday. 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 So, water pixels, how are you doing today? Are you at work working? Or are you at the gym? Which is your work, right? Um, yeah, work. You're at the gym. You're not at the gym. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go and get into it because I planned on trying to be very trying to wake up. Well, we about to chat, honey. Get your mind ready, okay? Get your mind ready. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about some stuff. Um, So this is the image that I have. If you are familiar with Creative Fabrica, I went on there and typed in flower coloring books, and this came up. Now, I probably have used an image like this before in the past. This is definitely AI. As you can see, some of the petals are not finished. I'm okay with that. It is just some flowers. These are not even daisy. Sunflowers, because sunflowers have a different tip on them, right? So I don't know what kind of flower this is, but we're going to use it, okay? We're going to use it. So what I did is I printed off a lot of these on some Nina cardstock. The one in the green, the white and green, I don't know which one it is. And I cut it 5.5 by 4.25. And then I cut off all the white border. As you can see the white border, I cut all that off. So some of them are a little bit bigger, smaller. We have these right here because some of the paper didn't print out properly. So then I pulled out my little jelly pens, the silky crayons, the silly ones, the ones that we had used for watercoloring in the past. And I was like, okay, let me get my water pen out. But that didn't work. And so I pulled out my paintbrush because, we think we're an artist. Good morning, Chocolate City Sim. And what I did was I took the yellow and you can see it very prominent right here. I took some water and I tried my very best to smudge it. It was not moving. It was not moving at all. So I took that out and then I was like, you know what? What I wanted to do, I'm not gonna be able to do it the way I want to do it, and that's okay. So then I took out some markers, as you can see, they're right here, and I've been swatching the colors. I also thought, you know what? I could try and use my acrylic markers. I didn't. I just thought. I just had that thought just now, but I don't want to. I want to keep it simple. So we got some purples here, some pinks, and then this c- yellow. So what I thought I would do is just take another page because I already cut these down. I was trying to be very on top of my game. It did not work. And what I thought I would do is just color the flowers different colors because I was gonna just highlight one color on the paper and leave the other ones black and white. But I said, you know what? Let's go ahead and not do that. So we got this brown right here, and it's 715 creative expert. And y'all, we today we're gonna have a heavy conversation. A heavy conversation. Very heavy. Hi, Nix. Nix, I need to send you a message right quick, okay? So I want to talk to y'all about hey Chris. I want to talk to y'all about taxes and tariffs because if you have hobbies that require things to be mailed and shipped to you, I hope you stocked up. I've gotten a few emails from people, and when I tell you that the messages say we're going to charge you X amount of dollars new, Um, um, it's crazy because I got an email from Ohuhu. I wanted to get the 320 markers, and it's so funny because Deb had did a coloring. Deb Hope's Crafty Cottage had did a coloring picture for a collab that she's in, and she talked about the brush tip and the nib, right? So the one she's got, I think she has the brush tip and the fine tip, and so I think she wanted the chisel and the brush tip because she said it streaks, right? Look, sir, she doesn't have it either. So I had found some markers, the 320 set of markers from Ohuhu, and they were $244. And I was like, ooh, I could just get those for myself for Mother's Day, right? And I was like, that's a lot of money for some markers. Uh Now don't get me wrong, I like Ohuhu a lot. I think they are very pretty. I've been back and looked at some of my colored pages that I had did from the coloring books, and the pigmentation is very vibrant, and I enjoy being able to see that. It makes me feel like I actually did a good job in coloring it, right? The problem is I don't think I need a brush side and a fine tip side. I think I probably just need a brush on one side and a nib or a chisel on the other side. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, "Oh, maybe I could look it up." And then they're sold out again. So Ohuhu is having a hard time keeping the stuff in stock, but they sent out a message saying that they're going to charge us 140 something 6% shipping, and I'm like, "Uh, what? How is that a thing? How are you supposed to survive?" So I say that because as a hot like these Copics are made in Japan, right? I'm sure these are made in China. And it don't even matter at this point. It's not made in America where I live. And so the shipping is gonna be ridiculous. So at this point, I am not inclined to buy any things from the website, any website. I don't care whose website it is. I'm only buying stuff locally, and what locally means is inside the stores. So, like, I have a plan to go to Hobby Lobby today and get some stuff from there. If Amazon has something that's not super expensive, or I feel like it's not super expensive, I might buy it. But another company, and I won't bring all the companies into the mix because it's not their fault. It's just weird, right? The taxes, the tariffs, or whatever. They're charging 140 something dollar, 140 something tax as well. Shipping. So the person bought something that was 30 something dollars or 40 something dollars, and their bill came up to like 100 and something. I'm not paying $200 for shipping. Not at all. Yeah, the tariff tax. So not the shipping. The shipping is crazy already for one of the companies because they want you to spend 100 and something dollars to get it shipped over here anyway. Well, that's the problem. How long will it take? I don't know. But I can tell you something. The stores won't make it. I'm not look, this is made in America. I will use Aleene's until the end of time. The problem is, if it's made in America, all the products that they use to make the glue made in America, or do they get theirs from somewhere else? Is the plastic that they put the containers in made in America, or is that from somewhere else? Like, we got to consider all of that stuff, right? So if you haven't been hit by the shipping bug right now, that's good. And the thing is, I feel like it's going to affect us all, but in different ways, right? Because if you have small kids, You can probably buy some blocks from local stores. That's not that much. You can get some dolls and toys and little figurines. That's not that much. But if you are buying from Temu, for example, or AliExpress or any of the other online sites, Shein, if you wear clothes, it's gonna be, in my opinion, it's gonna be a struggle for a while. Cause I was looking at Temu the other day, and it was like buy local. The problem with that, I am so mad that our cost me $15 for chicken biscuit combo and a small chicken mini at a certain what, Cane's? No. Mm. So you can kind of see the prices, right? So this is $5. The prices, you can already tell that they have went up, in my opinion, because let's just say I look up these books. I think these, oh, it says app only. I'm not downloading that. These shirts probably used to be like $4, $3. These little rolls of paper, and it's telling you to shop local for the stuff because it's cheaper to get. So it's just something to think about, and I think it's also something to think about on how you do business with certain companies. If they go and try to price gouge and all these things, it's going to be really hard for them to make it out of this market that we're getting ready to go into. I had watched this comedian, and he was like, I'm so worried about the tariffs and all these things. Although I don't see how he would be worried about it because the way he says he lives his life is interesting. So you see right here, we don't have a little flower. So I'm gonna make one real quick. What's that black marker? And this has a fine point and a broad. And that's what I was gonna say. I think I would prefer a broad marker and a fine tip like that because it'll be easier to do. Well, I suggest we get it while we can. I always go to the thrift store after school starts and just try to stock up on paper and stuff anyway. But the thrift store is expensive as well. They like because it's so funny. You can see the price from the company that it was originally sold from. This marker is going in the trash. After I finish cutting this flower, of course. And it'll say like 2.99, and they'll have it for 7.99. And I'm like, you got it for free. You literally got this thing for free. We were all rooting for you. Like, you got it for free. So yeah, I feel like my son was like, Mom, can I take my colors to school? I was like, for what? He said, so I can color. I was like, don't you have the 3 boxes of crayons that I bought for you at the school already? Don't tell me all this community property. He'll come home with some random Life Alert pencil or something. I'm like, where'd you get this pencil from? I literally bought, I said, I sent 72 pencils to school. At this rate, he could use one pencil per week and still not meet the amount of weeks it is in a year with 72 freaking pencils. I said, no, you can't take them to school. Use the community ones. Ask the teacher for some colors. We didn't have community property when I was in school. What was yours was yours. And if you didn't have some, you say, hey, Bob, can I borrow your green? And if Bob was cool with you, Bob would let you borrow the green crayon. Water pixels, you share your crayons? Listen, I am serious. Look, I didn't buy these pencils for school for him. He brought this pencil home from school one day. No eraser, almost fully. This probably is the original sharp that the pencils come because these pencils are expensive. I didn't send these to school, but it has no eraser on there. Come on now. Come on. I just don't understand. Yeah, I don't know. I said, son, remember when we went to do meet the teacher? Yeah. I said, I took a whole bag of supplies to school for you. I know, but what, you can't use the crayons at school? And y'all, I don't know. I think most of us in here, except for Water Pixels, have kids right now at this current moment. It's nothing worse than you being told that the stuff you sent to school your own kid can't use. It's a problem. This marker's going in the trash right now, y'all. I'm just trying to get all the last little ink off of it. We collect all the advertising pencils. I send them to the school. Listen, I even had a pencil sharpener I let anyone borrow. Exactly. Exactly. You go to the gym too much to have kids, Water Pixel. Unless you're taking the little picklets to the gym. Trash. The little pickles. You taking the little pickles to the gym? And if so, I apologize. I didn't mean to put you on blast like that. I just thought we had a better relationship than that. You know what I'm saying? And I could say you ain't got no kids. There's nothing wrong with not having kids. I'm sure a lot of people that have kids be like, man, when I was single and I wasn't involved with another adult and I didn't have kids, ooh, life was easier. They bring joy and they also bring pain. I mean, that's just my life. I don't know about y'all's. But yeah, anyway. So I'm going to highlight around this thing with this yellow. I'm not sure who the person is that's picking the AI art. Because I have a friend who works in AI art creativity, and her stuff is really nice. And every now and then it'll say, like, say if you put the Silver Surfer, it'll have two L's instead of a I and a L or whatever. So again, I'm not here to debate whether or not AI is good or bad. I just think we need to be careful, very careful. We'll be an iRobot before you know it if we're not. The AI machines are going to learn how to make a better human, and then we're going to be in some type of prison and locked in our house eating salads all day. That's all I'm saying. They take all our money too. Like we doing, huh? What? Like we were doing at the store. Who take all our money? The kids? I'm lost. I don't know what I said for you to write that, Chris. So you're gonna have to help me out. Oh yeah, the kids. They be in our pockets. I mean, but I was in my mama's pockets too. Like, mommy, can I have? My mom always was broke. I was like, you just bought something. How do you not have no money? She said, that's my money. And so we don't function in money right now, right? Our society is more of digital transactions. So the kids can't see the money. So I started taking money out the ATM and using it so he can see where the money is. So I had something was when I went to the store was 37.66, I think. And I gave the lady 220s. And he was like, why she give you money back? I said, because she owe me. She owed me money. That's my change from the money I gave her. And he was like, oh, the problem is people don't count money back. When I was growing up, we were taught to count money back to you. I used to work in a store in my high school, because I went to high school for career. So we worked in a retail store. We sold cookies and food and all of that other stuff. And I'm looking for another color to fill in this right here, y'all. Um, we'd have to count the change back to the person. So if they gave you, if it was 375, we'd be like, okay, 375, this is 4, 5, like that. But those Dollar Trees art supplies, man, they were bad. You know what? Dollar Tree, I'm not, I'm not, please, please, before y'all come for me, I am not supporting Dollar Tree in any way when I say this. But their supply stuff, some of their craft stuff has stepped up their craft game. They're like, we know y'all gonna complain about spending a dollar and a quarter. We haven't updated our prices in 35 years and you crying. I didn't even know Dollar Tree had been in business that daggone long. So here, we're gonna give you 2 items versus 3, and we're gonna make it a better quality. I actually have to do some adulting today. I need to run to the stores because I had a genius idea yesterday and I went to the stores and they didn't have it. So I'm always looking for storage containers to restore or reorganize, but this one I think is gonna work. I want to get some square food containers to put my color pencils in one thing because I think it'd be really cool to have all of them in one thing. With the summer coming up, I want to go take my son. We gotta leave San Antonio, y'all. We have to leave San Antonio this year. This is his last single digit year. Okay, last single digit year. He'll be 10 in October. And let me tell you something. I do not want my son to reflect on his life when I'm no longer in the world. He'd be like, you know what? This is my son talking. My mama never took me nowhere for summer break. Not at all. He gonna be sitting on the talking to his friends in college. I'm like, you never went anywhere, man? He's like, no, I just stayed at home and watched Bluey. Even though I wasn't supposed to. I want an orange in the next one, y'all. An orange. All right. So we got this. I already cut out the card front layer piece. Oh, that's so we got to take this purple out. We can't put this in. So orange will go good right there. So let me just get an orange real quick and color over it. Chris, I know you're not asking Water Pickles what his problem is. You know what I'm talking about, Nick. You have a little man child growing up in your life. Because for some reason the girls just go and tell their mama, "You didn't do anything for me, mommy." Boys be like, "Man, my mama." At least that's what I've watched shows. My son probably do both. Tell everybody and then come back and be like, "Ma, why didn't you ever do this for me?" Because he at this point right now, he'd swear I don't ever. He can't do nothing fun, nothing cool. Life is boring. I'm like, you lucky to have a house, child. You know how many people don't have a house to live in? And then we leave and go somewhere, be people under the bridge and stuff. I'm like, see, you think they want to be out here in 100-degree weather, sleeping on a box from Walmart? What you mean? What is my deal? What deal? As in price, I'm not for sale. What's your deal? I don't know what you mean. Help me understand. Did I write something, tell you something mean or something? We are at we are out at a water park. Mom, you never take me anywhere. Well, that's because kids don't understand being taken places. All right, y'all. I'm using this raggedy box of cards. It wasn't raggedy when I think it was raggedy when I got it, and then I just made it even more raggedy by putting it in the back seat. And my son destroyed it even more. So we're gonna use um, probably this right here. And what I like to do is I like to take the cards. This might be fighting. Hold on, let's see. I like to take the cards and I like to cover this side up. I think Chris was saying, "What is your idea?" Oh, I read deal. I'm sorry for summer break. Oh, I just told you the idea. I want to put the markers in the box. What you mean? I don't know what's going on apparently. I am not even here. Okay, pay me no mind. This is too busy. Let's go with a plainer one. I'm trying to use up these cards, y'all, because again, we not about to be at the store trying to spend. Now look, look, look. This used to cost $12.99. Paper Studio only goes on sale 40% now. It used to be 30. Okay. And now I got it on clearance for $3.24. I'm only buying discounted or clearance stuff from these stores. And it has to be under $5. I don't know. We could use these dots. No. I told you what my idea was. I can't even read to let alone legitimate tell you. Shoot. How's everybody's day going? Let's get off of me. Okay. Water pigs like I can read today and you cannot. I'm just looking for a card front, y'all. I might have to get up and walk away from the computer real quick. We'll use those for now. Ma'am, I didn't say that. It is real. All right. And you know what? I told myself I was going to be prepared today. I was like, no more of that. Okay, we didn't even get anything done today, y'all. I'm so sorry. I was like, I'm going to cut these things up. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do. I mean, I did that. Ouch. Do y'all have an Android? I understand when you go live, our brains focus on different things. Yeah. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for letting me make it. I'm looking for something on my desk, y'all. Give me a second. I have a really cool idea for next week. I don't know if it's going to be a stream day or not, only because I don't know what next Tuesday date is. And if it falls on a craft day that I already have, then it won't, it'll have to be the next one. But I got a cool idea. I may actually do it on a craft project. So we're going to use some Aleene's glue. You can use tape if you like, whatever's going to make you happy. That's what's important. I am hungry. I am hungry, y'all. I ate something this morning, but not enough. I'm gonna start eating oatmeal again. I got tired of oatmeal during COVID. Ugh, I got so tired of oatmeal during COVID. I don't even know how to. You know how is it Drew Barrymore? One of those child stars had said that they had to do a commercial for chocolate chip cookies, and they had to eat so many cookies that they don't like chocolate chip cookies anymore. That is how I feel with oatmeal. Oatmeal. Yeah, oatmeal fills you up. For me, it fills me up. Makes me feel happy about having oatmeal in my life. Okay. Then we're gonna take this guy, and right here I have a little bit of some peek-a-throughs. Some peek-a-throughs. This yellow is quitting on me too. So I'm just going in circles on those little white spots that I missed. The funny part about these cards that we're going to make today, we're going to try to get at least 3 knocked out, right? The funny part is, it's not funny, but it's funny, is because not no photography allowed. I mean, I can understand why. I'm gonna use some tape on this one. I do have a die, not a die, a stamp set that I want to use. And I was just going through my stamp sets and I was like, this is so sad. So Love Nicole is an AC Moore product. And I want to put thinking of you on the bottom. Uh or enjoy your day. Maybe enjoy your day will go better on here. But Love Nicole AC Moore gone out of business. No tea, no shade. The last time I went, I was not impressed. Oh my God. That is horrible. I mean, you're not supposed to be impressed. It's you're learning art, sir. Not I wasn't impressed. What kind of maniac are you? Not I need the tea. He just told you the subject that they had wasn't very appealing to him, which is good. You're not supposed to go there oogling the subjects. You go in there to draw a naked person. Not say, "Ooh, give me a number." What's going on with you? I knew that was gonna happen. All right. This is not my favorite paper cutter, y'all. I don't know if I told y'all that before or not. It does the job, but it's not my favorite. Ain't nothing but a party. I want it. Okay. All right. So now I'm gonna take my glaze pen, I think. No, no, no. We have purple over here. I'm just gonna do a little. I hope everyone's having a great week so far. I know it's just Tuesday, but sometimes Monday can dictate how great a week you're having. Got a message from the school yesterday. It messed up my day. I got a message from the school today. I was like, listen, lady, stop writing me. Right. If you don't stop writing me. I didn't mean to go in the pink with that one. Oops. And this is glaze, so it's going to give us a little sticky stick at the end. But now, because, this is just, that is plain, right? But I pulled out, I didn't hold any punches, okay? So I got these. I got these from Pop Shelf. They were $1 a piece. So I pulled those out. And then I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and use our Dollar Tree butterflies because I like butterflies. Don't call back. Don't call it a comeback. I couldn't tell her that. Chris, what you deleting? Okay. We're gonna glue this down. Glitter time. No. Y'all know we don't support loose glitter in this on this channel at all. No loose glitter. I do have some loose glitter. It's a big old container from Joanne Fabric. Oh, Joanne Fabric. I'm gonna miss Joanne so much. Like she was my home girl. She got a lot of my money. Some good times with that lady. She gone now. And then Michael, a baby. Not good riddance. Good riddance? Not good riddance. Enjoy your day. Right there. Mm-mm-mm. What y'all think? Not Joanne's and not good riddance. So what y'all think? Y'all like it? I mean, you ain't got to like it. Long as you ain't talking about good riddance to Joanne's, we good, I suppose. Michael's ain't left. And Michael's the problem with Michael's, he was like, hey, Joanne customers, we got you, boo. Joe Michael's is that kind of creepy person that you see outside somewhere and be like, oh, she mad at you, huh? Or he mad at you. They mad at you. And be like, what you do, man? Like, I don't know. I talked about her mama. Now she mad at me. And they like, don't worry about it. I got you. This card. In-store coupons. No, I'm not boycotting Michaels. I mean, we only have Michaels locally. It's just Michaels and Hobby Lobby left. And I was just in Michaels the other day with my two crazy friends. They was cutting up in the store. Then one of our friends saw another friend she thought was better than us and left us. Oh lordy, that's how it be sometimes. How about this ruler from Michaels? You can. It's a jagged ruler. It's three rulers, y'all. Hear me out. Three rulers for 9.99. Look, I don't know if I told y'all this, but I have a rule about touching stuff. The big roommate is like, "Oh, you touch stuff." I'm like, "I don't," right? But I had told them stop touching stuff. Like I'm they mama. This would be better if it was a die. But I had told them to stop touching stuff, right? These ladies, two grown women, well over the age of 20, okay, 21, grown up adults, grown. We was in the clearance section. They touched something in the clearance section, some type of blue ink paint, and they got paint all over their hand. The first one was maybe accidental, but then somebody follows up. Oh, they probably gonna put them in those boxes, the hot buy boxes, and followed up and touched the thing again, y'all. I was like, ma'am, why did you touch it? You saw she touched it. It got blue on her hand. Chris was the second person to get it. That's all I'm saying. Whatever. It almost looks slightly crooked, but you know what? That's okay. Now we're gonna take. Listen, shaded lilac. Don't be shady towards me today, okay? We need you to show up and I need my dauber. Oh no. Oh no. That's not gonna work. Let's see. Let's see what color ink is on here. Let's see if it's gonna work, y'all. Hmm. Anyway, so I'm telling them it's a restroom in the back. You can go wash your hands. No. And I turn to my son. I say, "See, this is why I tell you not to touch stuff. Even grown-ups don't listen. I don't mess with the stuff in the clearance section like that. Paint, especially. I'm not a big painting person." What's funny? Hilarious. That's what they tell you. That's what you tell people when they make you mad. Enjoy your day. No, God bless you is even worse. You be like, well, thank you. I hope the Lord does bless me today because I'm having a trying time. Mm. Oh my goodness. Boom, boom, boom. You keep me in my lane. What does that mean? What does that mean? I keep you in your lane. I need to know. I can't find my scraper, y'all. Like I'm looking all over the desk through the stuff of nonsense, and I am thinking that I moved it. And if I moved it, I'm gonna be so upset with myself because that is ridiculous. Okay, that is ridiculous. Enjoy your day. God bless you. I didn't touch the paint. I was looking at the price for you. You keep me in the loop in crafts. I'm blown. Oh, oh, bless your heart. Anyway, y'all crazy. Look, we're done. It only took us an hour almost to make one card. So I recommend if you're gonna make these in bulk, right? Let's show. Let me show you. Well, not so much in bulk, but that's the goal. Right? We're gonna use our darker ink. I need to actually Wonder and Dreamer 555. Oh my goodness, she is an enabler. I don't know if y'all know her or not. I don't know how you not following her if you uh follow me, right? Because we do a collaboration together. It's called Hey, not Hey Girl, Hey, Why She Buy That, where we purchase things and we send 6 items to her, and she sends me 6 items, and we create with them that don't mean what people think it means. Well, bless your heart. There was a restroom in the back. However, someone had sewage leaking out of their rear. Y'all, let me tell you something about Chris. I'm gonna tell you this, and this is the crazy part. So anyway, you stamp. Oh no. Okay, so you stamp, cut, turn it over because this side got ink on it now. Stamp, cut. Let's go to this next page. Okay, and you see they're all different shapes because I took one page and cut it down. Met up at Chris and I met up at Goodwill one time, and this man farted. I feel like every time we go somewhere, someone's doing some type of grossness out of their rear. Like seriously, that's all I'm saying. Chris, stop. Pickle time. This is vermilion. I wanted an orange. I like orange, purple, and yellow together for some reason. Orange, purple, and pink just look really good to me. And since our background color is a simple lilac, um, I thought it'd be really cool. I'm trying to make these cards by tomorrow to mail out to my mom friends that are not in the States. I have, let's see, maybe 6 people I want to mail a card to, and I only have one card. I thought about doing this one, which is from the Hey Girl Hey collaboration, but I feel like this takes more color in it, and I'd probably just get this to my daughter, and just say, keep doing what you do or something like that, even though she's totally opposite of what that is. Can I ask for some good Pond Point donations? It was wrong on so many levels. I'm just saying that it was a horrible smell for real. We don't have pond points over here, boo. We got you show up and we appreciate you. Samara has a scratchy problem with the markers, and I definitely, since I've been knowing her, I can relate because that's another thing about the Ohuhu markers. They color so well, y'all. Like they color, you don't hear any scraping, none of that stuff. They just color so well. I'm going to use yellow centers on this one. So since I'm using yellow centers on this one, I won't make a yellow card. I'm hoping that's the goal, the plan. And at first I was like, you know what, I could just color the whole page. And I was like, no, let's just do individual because I feel like this makes the card look more unique and I like it like this better. I never get my sexy Santa card. I don't even know what card it was. But Christmas is almost here. And I'll give you a discount. I mean, Chris just got her Christmas cards like 2 days ago. So I'll probably get yours in 2027. I'm gonna have to change that. I might have to increase that because going to the post office stresses me out, y'all. Like seriously. I don't know what it is. The other day I went to the post office to mail something off. The post office was closed. That is not close. That is very close, Water Pickles. I don't know. It's very close. In the crafting community, like if you're going to do shows this summer or winter, you need to be working on your winter projects like now because in 2 months it's going to be July. And you know what they have? Christmas in July. So if the prices don't go up, watch Hobby Lobby. They'll have all their Christmas trees show up in July. Okay. It's very close. Christmas is closer than you know. In the art world, in the creation world, in the I sell my handmade crafts world. Definitely, sir. Definitely. Pick my 6 year old. Got a card for her birthday for the first time after she called. I don't give cards to people that ask for them. That's what you don't understand. I don't give them out because then I'm under pressure to perform and I don't like doing that. That's why I don't have an Etsy shop. That's why I don't like mailing out my creations. It doesn't matter who it is. I just don't like giving cards to people that ask for them because in my head, I'm under the impression that they're expecting something, you know? Because I actually had planned on making her something totally different than what I made for her. Mm-mm. I actually planned on making her something totally different, but since that's what Carter she got, I don't know. I don't know if any of the other people in the chat want to speak up and talk about that. Like I have a friend who makes tumblers. I was drinking this drink. Got them from the grocery store. It's mineral water, but it tastes like pineapple drink. So I was just drinking, lubricating my throat because I don't feel bad. I don't have a heavy cough anymore, but I'm just still trying to hydrate. Probably HEB was 5 for $1 on the end cap. Buy the drinks. I'm like, ooh, this looks fun. All right, y'all. I just rubbed my legs and I have oil on my legs. So give me 1 second to get the oil off my hands, please. Chris, somebody sound like I'm taking a puff off a cigarette. Mm-mm, honey, I don't smoke cigarettes. My bad. How much sugar added? Probably a lot. Let's see. Sodium, 3%, total carbs, 22%, and sugar, 58 grams included. So 116% sugar. It tastes really good. It tastes like a little pineapple soda. I got that and orange. The queen don't like them, but he drank 2 oranges. So you tell me. Or the big roommate don't like them. Okay, so y'all, let's talk. Deb Hoag's Crafty Cottage. I don't know if she's here or not. She hasn't said anything. Deb has been coloring her butt off for collaborations, and I sadly have been influenced by her coloring books. And I'm like, "Ooh, I want that coloring book." But then on another level of, oh my goodness, I've also been influenced to want to make a coloring book. I can't draw. So I was wondering, how do you, besides AI, right? Let's not talk about AI. What if you went in with a coloring book partnership with someone, or a book partnership? Like, you have ideas, you can do concepts, you can do layout, and the other person does the images. That's not fair, is it? That's not fair, is it? Because technically it's their book, right? The artist's book, or is it your book? Or is it y'all's book, a collective group of books? A collab. But that's hard splitting. What does that mean? So let's say if we said, you and I said, okay, we're gonna make a coloring book with, let's just say, 100 images, and we talk about it. And I say, okay, this is how I think it should go. Blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Right? But you make the images. Say I say, you know what? Don't make 100 images. Make 45 or make 50. Right? And we will construct 100 images out of your 45, or even 25 images. Right? Because we could always duplicate the images on the computer, right? So you can draw a horse, for example, and then we can make a bunch of like overlay the horses, right? Um, and then we could have, I don't know, let's just say it's an animal book, right? So we have ducks, and then we have like two or three little ducks and a mama duck, right? And then we have elephants. And then, so on the horse, as an example, you take the one horse image and we duplicate it and have a whole bunch, right? In the past, or we throw up a tree somewhere. I can draw a tree, a very cool tree. I like a tree. My son's like, I don't like your trees, mommy, because I only make flat houses. I can't draw, so there's that. But I can draw a tree. I'll show y'all. I've drawn a tree for y'all before. I actually can draw a few things, but it takes a long time for me to draw those things. Not humans. Um, but I feel like if I looked at something long enough, I could create it. Like, I definitely think I can draw a sunflower. So say if I drew a field of sunflower, or a field of flowers, right? And now on the computer, let's just say we don't use AI. These petals could be perfect because you can make an oval shaped petal and put lines in it and then copy paste and make it go around, right? Like, that's in my mind. I don't know how easy it is in real life, but in my mind, I feel like that's easy to do, right? But for us, let's just say we're in our partnership and we had this horse, right? So now you draw a horse. I say, okay, we have a big horse, we shrink it down and make a pony. So now we got a big horse, a pony, we got multiple horses, and then we just chop off the head. We crop out the head and we just have heads around. So that's three images, right? Um, of that. And just say we make the horse bigger and we cut the end part off, and now we got four images, right? And the only thing you really need to change on a horse is his mane. So you can draw a braid on there, you can draw a spike, you can draw some little knots on it, you know. And then if we did the sunflowers, you could just draw a bunch of sunflowers. One sunflower, copy paste, or whatever. I feel like it's doable because I've been thinking about this a lot. I asked one of my friends if they wanted to do it, and they was like, no. She was like, I don't mess with you like that. ma'am." Mm. I was like, "Come on, it'll be fun." Cause my idea, I don't wanna express my idea, but I feel like it'll be a real cool idea. I'm looking for a pink that's not dried up. I cannot draw anything. My kid was like, what's that supposed to be?" Well, which one? Because if it's the middle kid, she probably feels like she can draw better, or she understands art better than you. Yeah, that's why. And I actually think that she probably does understand some of that stuff better than you in her world. My mom used to draw this beautiful lady, and before she passed away, I had asked her to draw one for me. Not like when she was in the hospital bed taking her last breaths, not like that, y'all. But I had asked her to draw one maybe a year or two before. And she was like, "What? I don't remember how to do it." And when she drew that lady, she was not cute. That lady was not attractive. But I think maybe because was older, and that probably was the same way the lady had been the whole time as I was a young kid. But I was just like, "Oh, okay. I see what we're doing here. It's not the same, but I accepted it." It's in one of my folders now. Um, but she used to draw this lady. It was like a lady showing her back off with a little afro. She was a beautiful woman. The artwork, but I was little. So when you're little, sometimes what your parents do is amazing, and other times it's like, "Oh, you big dummy." Whew. Talk about being winded. I don't think we'll be able to get 3 cards, y'all. She draws better than the lady she sees every couple weeks. Of course. So water picks, you wanna be my coloring book partner? Y'all have shorts on and I think it's gonna rain today. And guess who not changing? This one. I'm not changing. Also, like some of these little kawaii coloring books, I have one. I was looking at it last night. They have like an ice cream cone with a smile on it. Okay. I can't even stream anymore because of my time management skills. That's okay. You ain't got to. You can just say no. I won't be offended. That's because you go to the gym too freaking much. You've been to the gym like 5 times a day. If y'all was expecting this color to peep his head out, then your friend at the school is getting on my nerves. Which one? These markers feel dry. Boo, 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 boo. So this is a black one. Waterpill said, "Listen, I can't even adult right now. You want to have me drawing pictures? I only need 25. I just told you that. I'm just joking. Water pixels. Maybe. Look at that. Great. Great. Just gonna rinse and repeat, y'all. So, yeah. Phenomenal. Do 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 do. Phenomenal. Oh. I mean, you want it, and now you mad that they have something going on. Ma'am, I don't think that's how it works. I support the crazy, but not the illogical. So, what do y'all got playing this weekend? I know what I got planned. I know what I got planned. I wanted to go to Houston to visit my mom. That means I would have to leave Saturday and come back on Sunday. The zoo is having its first. I quit. I'm out. The zoo is having its first public charity event. My old coworkers gave me a free ticket. I'm gonna go. It's Friday night. That's so cool. Hopefully, they got a better artist than the one that they had that was using the AI pictures. I don't know what to tell you, Chris. Besides, why not Thursday? I like this also because this looks like watercoloring, right? I think they're still there. Oh, that sucks. But I also think that art takes time, right? Good art, bad art, crappy art, amazing art. Listen, Rome wasn't built in a day. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go to the $1.25 store and get me a scraper, y'all. Cause this ain't it, honey. Tell me Thursday. Say I have soccer. I told you that. I need Thursday. I think vermilion is probably one of my favorite secret colors. Shh, don't tell nobody, y'all. Vermilion and this pumpkin yellow. I like these colors together. So anyway, what have we learned? You can take a 4.5 by 11 sheet of paper, print out one image, and you can get 4 cards out of it. You can try watercoloring if you like. I probably will revisit that at some point, just not on stream because it didn't give me what I wanted it to give me, and this is wrong. Oh, oh. That's why I don't like tape. This is why I don't like tape right here. We're gonna go with it. We're gonna go with it. We're gonna stick with it. But when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. That's too big. This butterfly too big. So Monday's soccer. What about Tuesday? I'm confused. Got this. That is so freaking crazy. It's not gonna work. Hmm. Give me 1 second, y'all. So I ruined a card base, which is not a big deal. But the card base is what I use to put the folding piece in. And now this card is it's going to be super thick to mail off, which is not a problem because I'm already at the point of knowing that they're going to be like, you know what, this card is 5,000 pounds and we need to charge you the appropriate amount of dollars for this card. But just irritated a little bit because that was the last good one I had. I have to pull out my other card fronts for this project because I only got 2 cards done, y'all. Those flowers came out pretty. Thank you so much, Chocolate. I messed up the card front though. So we're gonna go back to glue. This is why I like glue. It don't treat me like that. Well, no, 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 no. You've been lurking. She had already said something earlier. She had work like you, Pickles. It's an easier way to do this thing with tape if you really wanted to do it. You can lay the tape down and just pull a piece off and see if you got it. But we're gonna trust the glue. We're gonna trust in Aileen, okay? Because she ain't never let me down before. I've put these cards on backwards, crooked, everything. So I always try to make sure I'm paying attention to what I'm doing. And I was sitting there thinking, like, you know what? It's okay if it's wrong, but it's not. It's not really okay. Because when you do glue, you have wiggle room, right? You have time to move it around and adjust it. And we take our scissors on this one. Okay. Then we take our brush. I'm going to change the color up on that brush real quick. This is called Pick Raspberry. Yeah, Pick Raspberry. Then I'm on the side. There we go. Now we're going to put this here like that. Use some tape. Same, I'm doing analytics reports right now. Tam, don't believe that. He's analyzing how many miles he ran on a treadmill the last 2 weeks, and he's trying to figure out how he can get more time out of his short visits at the gym. I'm just saying. So we got one, two. I think the yellow one looks a little bit more cheery, but I like these colors around this butterfly. So we may go with that. Let's go ahead and use our glaze real quick. I'm gonna let it dry. Okay, it's coming out. And glaze is like glue, really. A glossy glue. And we have purple. I'm not at all. I'll need to start going with him. Never hate on people that's trying to do better. Uh-oh. So I have all these to finish. Actually, I need to write down a few things to actually complete them properly. But that's those. Just so you all know, I took one page, yeah, and cut it down. And with one page, you can make 4 cards, okay? So far, we've taken one page and made dos cards, 2 cards, and a mess. And we talked about shipping, handling things, fees, and such as. But anyway, that is our time for today. I hope that you enjoyed it. I will be back next Tuesday, if not before then. If I have a collaboration, then the video for the collaboration will be the only video that I post. I want to say thank you for watching. Until next time, happy crafting. Hit me up. Mm, mm, mm.